One type of game developers and publishers barely make anymore is the golf game. Well, golf fans, you have a new golf game to look forward to. That's right, the Golf Club 2 is out now for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. What's going on, guys? Randall Thor 19, the man with the million, back again with another video. This is going to be my Rand's Indie Spotlight for the recently released Golf Club 2, which came out on June 27th on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. It retails for $40, developed by HB Studios and published by Maxim Games. So this is going to be my impressions vid. I played for a couple hours, did a bunch of events, the career mode, played some courses, watched some stuff for my character to make him look all dapper, even dabbled a little bit with the course creator. So we're going to talk about the Golf Club 2. Now, golfing is a very peaceful sport, and that is exactly what I was kind of feeling when I was playing the game. You don't get a lot of these games anymore, unfortunately. The last one that came out was Rory McIlroy Golf from EA, and to be quite honest, that game wasn't very good. Now, the Golf Club 2, as you can guess, is a sequel to the Golf Club 1, which I actually played quite extensively to attain that 1,000 gamer score. Well, how does this match up? I feel like this is a better sequel in every way, although I'm still not a fan of the swing mechanic. So the swing mechanic is obviously how you hit the ball. You pull back on the right stick and push forward on the right stick to simulate the swing. I've never really been a fan of that because I always tend to hit the ball in a direction that I don't mean to. I prefer the 3-button press way of doing it in the Tiger Woods games, but that's neither here nor there. It works better in this game than it did in the first, so there is that. And it's easy to kind of make your shots. You can hold left trigger, move the left stick or right stick, depending on your preference, to make a draw or a fade or put loft on the ball. Hit X to change the type of shot to a flop, and things like that. So the controls are good, of course. There's also the putting. Oh, the putting. I am terrible at putting and reading these greens. I always seem to overcompensate, and I just miss a lot of these putts where I could get birdies and eagles and hole-in-one, and it just, it eats me up. So what's new with this version in comparison to the first is this one actually has a full-fledged career, although not in the way you would think. You kind of set up a society, you set up a career, you set the rounds, you set the events, you set the courses you play, and you play against AI members. You set the difficulty. It's a feature that wasn't in the first game that is cool to see in this one, although it's kind of really bare bones. It's a cool feature to have, but there's not much to talk about. And you also have the additional online societies where you can join groups of other like-minded golf players and kind of compete with their ghosts in online events to see who is the best. Of course, there are 20 official courses made by the developers, as well as the extensive courses made by the community. There are tons and tons of dynamic golf courses made by people, thousands, hundreds of thousands, and people can import their old courses from the first game, so you can keep on doing that. And I'm going to show a clip here of one I used to help me get an achievement for a hole-in-one. Some of the negatives, though, I want to talk about is the fact that, well, I find the announcers to be quite annoying. I don't think they add a lot to the game whatsoever. They were terrible in the first game, and they're not very good in this one. And the game looks better than the first, but not by much, and there seems to be quite a bit of pop-in. But the biggest issue is being connected to the servers. When you play, everything has to be connected to the servers, whether it's the courses and stuff. I've played and gotten kicked out of an event I was trying to do, and that's really a big issue. Hopefully they iron out the online connection you needed to do those type of things. Those are kind of like my biggest complaints with the game, but otherwise it's nice to have a golf game to just kind of chill with, sit down, play 18 holes, whether against your friends, although not in real time, but against their ghosts. The game plays well. I mean, you can set it up to how you want and just have a good time. Now, of course, we come to the price and the achievements. The achievements are going to take a long time. You got to get $1 million in the career mode, which will take a long time. You got to get a hole-in-one on an official course. You can't cheese it like I did in the previous clip on a course created by a user. It's going to be a tough 1,000 or platinum to attain, so don't get it for those reasons. And for $40, unless you are a hardcore golf fanatic, which I know there are a lot of people out there that want to play a golf game, and if that's the case, if you want to play a golf game, then spend the $40 because you'll get exactly what you're looking for with this game. However, if you're not really a big golf fan, then I think it would probably be best to wait for a deep cut on this game, 50%, wait till it's about $20. There'll be more courses to play. Maybe they iron out some of the online issues with being connected and knocking you out of what you're doing. Oh, look there, am I going to get close to the hole? No, I didn't. I almost had a hole-in-one earlier. It actually went in the hole and popped out. So yeah, the game is better than the original. It has more options, has a career mode, has online societies, has that really cool course creator that you can make your own stuff and then play other people's creations to keep you playing for hours upon hours. Unfortunately, the announcers are still terrible. It has some draw issues with the pop-in of the trees and things like that, and the connection to the online is spotty and can screw up a perfect round. So that's kind of my thoughts on the game. So if you like the video, hit that like button, consider subscribing for more content, and I will see you in the next video. Later.